Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looks to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. DeAndre Carter back deep. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G last year. When he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Vegas. 63 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down is Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Oh, no.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here comes Carter. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A nice carry by Jacobs, who's coming off a career year. Just when it seemed like Vegas may have been ready to move on from him. Led the NFL with over 1,600 yards and was more than deserving of his first All-Pro selection.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First down, Bridgewater. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the game for Adams, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Goff on first down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here now, 2nd and 4. Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Goff. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's showtime, baby. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Do your thing.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And the pressure gets to him again. Aiden Hutchinson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance, but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Second and 7. Here's Gibbs. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught, and it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to swell the lead to 6. Carlson able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now run by Gibbs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 88 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 20-14. 1:44 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Goff. Open man downfield is Reynolds. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raider D, they get the football back. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.